accessibly, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Frank, when you think Fairway, you think fresh. Is that the winning culture you've tried to create?
Penelope Pineapple, what an unbelievable produce performance. How does your team stay so fresh?
Sunkissed Orange. Is it true Fairway has offered the freshest produce in town since 1938?
What can we say? Our produce is so fresh, we're speechless.
Across Iowa, you don't have to look far to find a bank that's got your back. From just around the corner to the next town over, hundreds of neighborhood banks are going the distance to ensure your future looks brighter than ever. By providing jobs, supporting local businesses, strengthening communities, and helping your dreams become reality. Here, the life you build is backed by Iowa banks. See how banks are making a difference near you at iowabankers.com.
Living your best life means something different to everyone, especially when it comes to healthcare. That's why Mercy One offers compassionate, personalized care. We are here for you with one team of experts, providing access to the primary care and highly rated specialty care you need, easily and conveniently. So go ahead, live your best life. We're with you every step of the way. Mercy One, your best life, our one purpose.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm-strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on a successful year, and remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievement.
Good evening and welcome to Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines, Iowa, home of the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Alongside Dar Danielson, my name is Emery Songer. In just a moment, we're going to have a matchup between the top seed in Class 2A, Dike-New Hartford, as they take on the number 8 seed, Aplington-Parkersburg. This is the Girls Union Network powered by Mid-American Energy Company. And Dar, let's just go ahead and come out, right out and say it. One of the most impressive teams on paper in all 5 classes is the Dike-New Hartford Wolverines. And to me, I did a game with the number 1 seed that was incredibly highly favored last night with Class 3A's Estherville Lincoln Central, and they went down.
Well, Aplington-Parkersburg lost in the regional final last year. They get over the hump and get here this year, and who do you face? Dike-New Hartford, a team that has doubled up on you a couple times. But, you know, I think the only loss that Dike-New Hartford had was to Bishop Garrigan, which I was a little surprised by that, but not with knowing that they have Audie Crooks, you know, and the team that they are. But usually they've handled every other team pretty well here in this run. Their attempt here for a 3rd straight state title.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and take a look at that road to state as aforementioned here for Aplington-Parkersburg. Just 4 losses on the season, but what do you see out of these guys? Who should we pay attention to?
Well, you see there Ellie Waller and Kennedy Lind, 2 of the players to look for there. And the senior, Ellie Waller, she's the one that I was reading some stuff after they lost last year. She said, no, we got to get back and get the state on our senior year. We're going to do it. And then for Dike-New Hartford, it's hard to single out anybody there because they're just so balanced. When you look at their scoring, you know, there isn't anybody with super big numbers, but that's because it's so spread out. You have 4 players in double figures and 1 that's close. So, you know, there's nobody scoring 30 or 40 a game, but it's all spread out.
Those numbers are right, by the way. 67 points per game, only 29 allowed. That is not a typographical error. So something to keep an eye on. Top offense, top defense in Class 2A all season. We're going to take a break, come back. We'll dive deeper into today's game with the Seeds for Success presented by Kruger Seeds and the starting lineups to get you set for tip-off. You're watching the 2023 Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the Bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
When you choose Delta Dental of Iowa, you set a chain of good in motion. Because we invest in your community. So whether you get your plan at work or purchase it through us, you get more than great dental and vision insurance. You make a difference for others. Choose Delta Dental for your smile, for your health, and for your community.
Welcome back. We are here getting set for the Class 2A quarterfinal between number 1 Dike-New Hartford and number 8 Aplington-Parkersburg. Emery Songer along with Dar Danielson. Dar, let's go ahead and get to our Kruger seeds for success for this game. What do these two teams have to do to get themselves to the semis?
Well, for AP, don't let them run away. That's not easy to do. You got to keep them close and have a chance. And then go for broke. You're the underdog. You got nothing left this season. Nobody expects you to win. Embrace that underdog role. Put it all out there, and who knows? You mentioned the ELC game. It could happen. Dike-New Hartford, do what you do. Come out. Get the ball around. Everybody scores. You play defense. You've been doing that for 3 straight years here. You're back looking to get a 3rd straight title. So just come out and do what you do. Win this game. Win the next one. Get to the title.
That's one thing to do. Dike-New Hartford, a little bit more depth in their scoring than Estherville Lincoln Central did. And when Benton-Schellsburg took out the 2 leading scorers on their defensive game plan, that led them to having to make an adjustment. Dike-New Hartford really doesn't have that problem because all 5 players can score.
Yeah, it's really hard to do, to take, you take away a couple of top scorers, and you got 2 more. Like I said, 4 averaging in double figures, and I'm sure, if you take out 2 of them, the other 2 will bunch it up a little bit, and then the others will add in too. So, yeah, it's a tough nut to crack, but we'll see if, like you say, if they're the underdog, so embrace that, and if you win, you maybe be the biggest upset at the tournament this year.
Absolutely. Something to keep an eye on. Dike-New Hartford is a big favorite today, but we have seen big upsets here before. By the way, today's Seeds for Success are brought to you by Kruger Seeds. The next time you're in need of seed, recording meat, corn, or soybeans, give your local Kruger Seeds dealer a call. Kruger Seeds, first-class seed, first-name service. Learn more at KrugerSeed.com. We'll be back after our final break before tip-off, get you the starting lineups, and have the opening tip-off. The Class 2A bracket gets underway with Aplington-Parkersburg and Dike-New Hartford next, right here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7. Rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Down. Welcome back to Wells Fargo Arena. Let's meet the two teams with our PA announcer.
And the Dike-New Hartford Wolverines. Fans, tradition is an important part of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union's storied history. Because our past is an integral part of what we do today, we ask that everyone in attendance please join in a round of applause to show our appreciation to all the women who have participated in high school athletics in Iowa. Because once an Iowa girl, always an Iowa girl. Fans, at this time, the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the Iowa Farm Bureau would like to recognize the outstanding sportsmanship shown by Aplington-Parkersburg High School and Dike-New Hartford High School. In recognition of the importance of good sportsmanship, each state qualifying school was asked to nominate a spectator who represents their school and community in a sportsmanlike manner. Elise Bolton, an IGHSAU intern, will present each nominee with a certificate of recognition and a $250 check payable to their school scholarship fund. Please join us in honoring these individuals whose decorum and respect for others serves as a model for all spectators attending interscholastic events. From Aplington-Parkersburg High School, Ryan Dillard. And from Dike-New Hartford High School, Roger Bergman. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union promotes good sportsmanship by participants, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants, officials, and spectators in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or abusive comments or intimidating actions directed at officials, participants, coaches, team representatives, or event personnel will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We thank you for your cooperation and invite you to enjoy the game. And now, fans, it's time to introduce the players in tonight's quarterfinal matchup. First, the non-starters for the Aplington-Parkersburg Falcons. Number 2, Emma Wolf. Number 4, Peyton Closter. Number 5, Adria Niemeyer. Number 10, Bella Boozman. Number 23, Ava Eddy. Number 24, Lexi Oswagen. Number 30, Eva Walker. Number 30, Kobe Wangsness. Number 40, Kinsey Mowinkle. And number 45, Olivia Peterson. The assistant coaches for Aplington-Parkersburg are Sean Cruzy, Ellie Thomas, and Speed Limburg. And now let's meet the non-starters for the Dike-New Hartford Wolverines. Number 5, Izzy Norton. Number 21, Lucy Varney. Number 23, Maddie Buskell. Number 31, Sylvie Fuller. Number 33, Shelby Ort. Number 35, Mariah Ash. Number 41, Indy Grassley. Number 45, Kennedy Seelman. Number 51, Macy Graves. Number 53, Miranda Tyler. And number 55, Macy Maracek. The assistant coaches for Dike-New Hartford are Matt Dove, Ashley Benninga, Craig Chapman, and Danielle Craig. And now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for tonight's starting lineups? For Aplington-Parkersburg, a 5'5" sophomore, number 3, Quinlan Schultz. And for Dike-New Hartford, a 5'8" junior, number 3, Jaden Peterson. For Aplington-Parkersburg, a 5'6" senior, number 12, Ellen Waller. And for Dike-New Hartford, a 5'7" senior, number 11, Camille Lanfair. For Aplington-Parkersburg, a 5'8" senior, number 20, Addison Williamson. And for Dike-New Hartford, a 6'1" senior, number 13, Ellery Knock. For Aplington-Parkersburg, a 5'10" junior, number 22, Kendall Ryard. And for Dike-New Hartford, a 6'1" junior, number 15, Marin Bixby. For Aplington-Parkersburg, a 6' senior, number 50, Kennedy Lind. And for Dike-New Hartford, a 6' junior, number 25, Peyton Peterson. The head coach for Aplington-Parkersburg is Brady Driscoll, and the head coach for Dike-New Hartford is Bruce Dahl. The floor officials this evening are Mark Flegel, Matt Roberts, and Dan Beating. Welcome Aplington-Parkersburg and Dike-New Hartford to the 2023 Iowa Girls State Tournament.
Before we begin today's game, fans, we'd like to once again thank Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, for their support. The Iowa Farm Bureau has an office located in each county across Iowa, and we'd like to thank the offices listed on your screen for their support of the two teams playing in our game today. Thank you, Iowa Farm Bureau, for supporting the IGHSAU and the Iowa Girls. The starting lineups are announced. We are led to believe from the fans over at Dike-New Hartford that Ellery Knock is 2 points away from potentially 1,000 in her career, so we'll see what the eruption is like for her first bucket as Aplington-Parkersburg wins the tip, immediately goes inside with Quinlan Schultz, hits the bottom of the backboard, and here come the Wolverines for their first possession. Once again, Emery Songer and Dar Danielson with you here. First game of the Class 2A bracket. And this one tipped, loose ball, recovered by Dike-New Hartford. Here to the near side. Cross-court pass. Back to the top, here is Knock. They'll rotate it. Here is Marin Bixby, a three, nothing but the twine.
Well, they did make them run the shot clock down a little bit there, but then, as we said, there's so many weapons.
All five players have the ability to go double figures any given night. As here's a step back, nearly an NBA decision to go for three. That line is still out there as Ellen Waller, a prolific three-point shooter, although just shooting under 30%. Is this one too strong here for the Falcons? Pulled down and carried out here by Peyton Peterson. Leading scorer, 16 points a game, also gets 10 rebounds a game. Goes right to work inside. Good D there by the Falcons without the foul. It'll be a jump ball, and it'll stay down here with Dike-New Hartford, but good defense by Kendall Ryard.
Ryard, and then Addison Williamson came in from behind to kind of double team a little bit, and that's what you got to do against Peterson inside with her size.
16 and 10 for her. Jaden Peterson, 13 and 9.5. So a couple of double-double Petersons out there for Dike-New Hartford. Stepping into another three, this one just off the mark by Bixby, and the rebound cleared by Aplington-Parkersburg and Ryard.
Seeing good defensive energy by Aplington-Parkersburg to start it out.
NBA three on the way from Schultz. That one just short. Well, the way they've been lining it up is first time they line this up. That red line is not scaring them away from shooting the three.
No, but as she takes another step in, you might. And sometimes I think you see in the heat of it, they get down and they see that line and they shoot. They don't realize, but yeah. I'd take another step in. She had a chance to do that.
Oh, come on, 24-foot threes are all the rage there, Dar. Yeah. Inside Peterson again, good defense straight up by Kennedy Lynn, but Peterson sticks with it. As we mentioned, double-double. It's going to be easy to get that double-double if she gets her own putbacks all night long, and it's quick 5-0 lead for Dike-New Hartford.
And they go into pressure here.
These two teams know each other. They're the same conference. This is tipped away. Great job by Peterson. She looks inside. Peterson to Peterson, back to Peterson, and Peterson is fouled. Peterson, 2 free throws coming.
I think Ryhard got the foul. We'll see. Yep.
Indeed, Ryard picks up her first. She is the second leading scorer on the team. We'll keep an eye on the foul trouble. You definitely don't want to get in foul trouble against Dike-New Hartford, but they will turn you over as long as they're putting that pressure on. 50% at the line and a little bit short for Peyton Peterson. If there's one hole in her game, not a lot of range, not a great free throw shooter.
50%, yeah, which isn't, I mean, you like to see up into the 60s at least. The real good one's 70, 80, but.
This one misses, but the rebound pulled down by Jaden Peterson. It's a Peterson show here for Dike-New Hartford so far. And another offensive possession. The 35-second shot clock, if you are unfamiliar, haven't watched many girls basketball games at the high school level this year, brand new this year, it makes the pace so much fun, so much faster to watch. It's a three off the mark there by Knock. rebound loose, and it will head back to Aplington-Parkersburg just over 2 minutes into the game.
Well, most of the teams, I think, already, it hasn't bothered them. It's when you get end-of-quarter situations where it really comes into play, or a tight game.
And get those 2-for-1s, something that was not really an option. Is this going to be a quick pass all the way ahead, taken by Waller? Waller hands it off here to Schultz. Schultz has her pass deflected. She recovers, goes back into the paint. Down low, that's a nice little look. Great block inside. Jaden Peterson gets the block, the rebound, and they will push it ahead here with Knock. There's a lot of length out there, every position for Dike-New Hartford.
3 6-footers, and the other two aren't far away. Yeah, they're a volleyball dynasty that's kind of flipped into both. Basketball now, too.
A lot of these girls are indeed going to college to play volleyball. And as Dar alluded to, if they're not a 1 seed in the volleyball tournament, you know something's weird going on in their class. But that has absolutely translated into basketball with a lot of the same kids. Inbound pass, wide open 3 from the right corner. And look at the rebound by Knock. She goes up, she is fouled. The 3 was missed by Jaden Peterson, but Ellery Knock will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Offensive rebounds, that length really killing Aplington-Parkersburg early.
Yeah, it's just really tough to box them out because you got one boxed out, and then you got another 6-footer on the other side right there.
54.5% free throw shooter, this one off the mark. Their field goal percentage is almost better as a team than they are at the free throw line, which is very odd to say the least. As first substitution brought to you by IMT Insurance of the game. Into the game is Peyton Closter. Knock toes the stripe, and she misses the second as well. The rebound tipped. Peterson has it taken away from behind. Great blocks. And then taken away by Knock from Ryard. And she puts it up and in, and the 1,000 signs are out as Ellery Knock has eclipsed 1,000 points in her career.
And that was just an out-and-out theft by her. Just poked it away and to the bucket.
They have forced more turnovers than they have made free throws so far, Dar.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's because they're always leading, that the free throws haven't been tight all the time, so I don't know.
Hasn't been necessary for
Yeah,
them
I'm
too
sure
often
they
much.
stress it, but.
Little floater, going to be too strong, but a foul drawn by Ryard. She'll head to the line where she's a 54% free throw shooter.
Well, this opportunity to get at the line and maybe get the lid off the bucket, get a point on that board.
Looks like they have called Camille Landfair for her first foul. And the first free throw is good. And Aplington-Parkersburg has broken the seal, and they are on the scoreboard.
I look back in that last game they played. It was 18-18 after the first quarter. Then Dike-New Hartford just kind of sprinted away. And here they've got a little bit of a quick start, but really 5-point game. They've kept them right in it here about halfway through the first.
Here's Peterson after the 2 made free throws into the corner. Landfair thought about it, decided against it. She's a capable 3-point shooter. Here into the corner is Peterson. Baseline move, goes up. Maybe a little contact. Good defense by Williamson, but a great finish by Jaden Peterson. Makes it 9-2.
And the pressure again.
Into the front court is Schultz. She'll get it right back. She'll pull it from the left corner, way strong. Rebound on the air ball by Jaden Peterson. Her pass is too far ahead, and that'll be a turnover. Dike-New Hartford, a lot of missed shots on the season. Their percentages from 3 and from the free throw line aren't necessarily the most impressive thing that you've ever seen, but they turn you over, and they have so much length they're going to kill you on the boards.
Yeah, they're going to not let you get many second chances, and they go in that press, and you got all that length to try to get around. And here's where you can't hurry if you're Aplington. You got to work and get a good shot. No panic yet.
Ryard loses the handle, and it's going to be taken away. Fresh into the game is Maddie Buskul. And Knock dribbles it in for the Wolverines wearing their home white uniforms, and then they turn it over, and then it's turned over right back to them. Williamson couldn't find the ears on it. 3:45 to go. Emma Wolf will come into the game for the first time. 3 seniors in the starting lineup for Aplington-Parkersburg, but not another senior on the entire roster, so some youth to be said. But then you look across the way, there's only a couple of seniors on the entire roster for Dike-New Hartford, and neither of them are named Peterson.
No, and there's three juniors in that starting lineup, so Aplington was a power back in the 80s. They're trying to get back there in basketball. They made it back to state. We'll see what happens.
That's a good inside look. Knock making the catch and the finish on a great entry pass by Buskul. Makes it 11-2 with 3.5 to go here in this first quarter. And that pass goes through the hands of Wolf, stolen away by Jaden Peterson. Here's Knock. Cross court. Recross court pass. Landfair to Knock. Jaden Peterson at the foul line. Couple of dribbles. Help comes. The kick out. Landfair goes to Knock. She'll step behind the line. Left wing three. Splash! Timeout going to be called here by Aplington-Parkersburg. We'll keep it here. And while we're here, we'd love to tell you that Central College has you covered with career-building programs. With tuition less than $20,000 a year and tons of scholarships, it is the best decision ever. Apply today at central.edu. 14-2, Emery Songer along with Dar Danielson. These two teams both play in the same conference, the North Iowa Cedar League in the Central Division of that large small school conference, if you will. Played twice a year, played twice this year. Neither game was, like you mentioned, it was close for a little bit in the last meeting, but Dike-New Hartford eventually pulled away and made it a no contest. Are they getting down knowing what they're up against here?
No, I don't think yet. They've come out, and probably the same idea. Hey, we're at state. Let's enjoy this. Let's go at them. They've come out showing good energy yet. Not a lot of, we'll see as it wears on, because you'll get to that point where, man, we've thrown everything we had in 3 games at them. Can we overcome it? So it's early yet. 14-2, I think. You'll go back that game the other night, it was 14-2, wasn't it?
Well, it was. The one thing that was interesting was Vinton-Schellsburg is from a completely different part of the state than Estherville-Lincoln Central, and they hadn't seen each other. And Estherville just couldn't figure out how to solve the triangle and 2 defense that Vinton-Schellsburg was throwing at them. These two teams know each other well enough that it'll be interesting to see if Dike-New Hartford knows how to kind of put their foot on their throat, or if the Falcons can find a way to come back and make this competitive throughout. In the backcourt still, trying to get it across the timeline. Not going to make it. 10-second violation.
Yeah, because I'm sure in the first 2 games, they talked over every combination. What do we do here? The thing about Dike-New Hartford is there's confidence in every player when they touch the ball. That comes from, we talked about the volleyball success and then the basketball success the last few years here. And it took them a few times to break through to get to that state title, too.
That is so good from Knock. Beautiful little touch, bounce pass, setting up Peyton Peterson for the 2. That is beautiful basketball by the Wolverines. AP does break the press this time, looking to try to get their first field goal of the game. Their first 2 points came on free throws. Wolf has it knocked away, but she gets it back. Outside, Ellen Waller. Into the left wing, catch and shoot 3. Money that time by Kendall Ryard. Aplington-Parkersburg going to answer with some pressure of their own, but Dike-New Hartford breaks the press. Catch and shoot 3 from the right wing. This one off the mark, but look at Peterson underneath. How do you stop it?
Yeah. Just so hard.
I mean, a lot of this game is height and positioning, and Dike-New Hartford has that in spades.
So they're smart, didn't get caught in the corner.
A little too strong on the shot that time by Klooster, and coming the other way here off the rebound. And it is one and done every time down for Aplington-Parkersburg. This one, a wide pass. Look at the save. Wow. What a great effort made by Marin Bixby, but unfortunately they can't keep possession for much longer and they lose it out of bounds, but you love to see the effort. A couple of IMT insurance substitutions. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. Back into the game is Quinlan Schultz. Also into the game on the other side for Dike-New Hartford. Back in the game is Camille Landfair. Up top is Schultz. Pass over to Eva Walker. Down low. Too strong off the glass on the attempt that time by Klooster. Kick out. Waller tries a 3. This one off the right iron and rebounded by Peterson. She may have a double-double by halftime.
And that was, you said too strong off the glass. She hurried that, thinking it might be a block there. That's part of the issue, too.
Going to be a foul on the rebound on Dike-New Hartford. I believe they're going to get Bixby for it. That'll be her first. Team's third. 2 team fouls on Aplington-Parkersburg, but an 18-5 spread here early. And like you said, you got 6'1", 6 foot out there. You're always feeling like there's a body or an arm nearby, and you just have to get that shot off. And Aplington-Parkersburg knows these guys better than anybody, and they've had a hard time scoring against them. Waller catch and shoot from NBA range. No good. It is knocked out of bounds off the rebound, off of Peterson. It'll stay down here with the Falcons.
And we know that's a little out of the range there. You got to come in another step from the red line, which is the NBA line, but.
Well, Waller has not been shy. She's cranked out a couple of those. She knows they won't block that shot if she's that far out, but again, your percentage goes way down that far out. Nice post move, but again, just a little too short off the glass that time by Kennedy Lind. And the Wolverines come the other way under a minute to play here in the first. This place called Iowa State. Probably is going to be a successful one, Dar.
Well, I don't. Did you watch last night's game?
Depends on who we're talking about. Here's a catch and shoot for Bixby in the right corner. This one just off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Klooster. Shot clock is off. 25 seconds to go here in the first. Oh, nice catch and shoot from the elbow for Lynn, just off the heel of the rim. Good rebound again by Klooster. Goes back up with it and scores. First second chance opportunity for Aplington-Parkersburg in the first quarter. 10 seconds left here for the Wolverines if they can hurry. 7 seconds. This one going to be knock. Oh, nearly a walk. That one's going to be tipped. 1 second. Bixby a three, short, and that'll be how the first quarter ends. But Dike-New Hartford doing what I'm sure that they would like with a double-digit lead after the first 8 minutes, 18-7 over Aplington-Parkersburg. We'll take a break, come back with the second quarter of action. Class 2A quarterfinals right here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe it. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Welcome back to Wells Fargo Arena. Hey fans, want to remind you that Central College has you covered with career building programs, and with tuition less than $20,000 a year and tons of scholarships, it's the best decision ever. Apply today at central.edu. First quarter score, number 1 seed Dike-New Hartford 18, Aplington-Parkersburg 7. A little whirling floater in the lane, comes up short from Quinlan Schultz, and Dike-New Hartford comes the other way with it. Peyton Peterson 6.6 rebounds in the first quarter, helping lead the way for the Wolverines as they look for their third win over their conference rivals. A lob pass looking for that height. It's tipped away. The loose ball eventually comes down to Jaden Peterson. She's fouled and she'll have 2 shots, and it looks like Ellen Waller a little slow to get up, but she's going to be okay.
Not a great lob. It was short, but then again, you had, helpful. Your offensive teammate came over and got the ball as it was swatted away. So
it's almost as if that's like a hook and ladder play almost in the NFL.
It was,
it's designed that way.
Close to that. Defender slaps away and boom.
Jaden Peterson's a 59.5% free throw shooter. As mentioned, only a 54% free throw shooting team is Dike-New Hartford, and they do finally get their first make in 6 attempts at the line in the first half, with Peterson making the second. She's now got 3 in the game. Oh, that's a dangerous pass stolen away by Peyton Peterson. She goes up and she's fouled. That press wreaking havoc on the Falcons so far in the first half.
And this is, say we didn't have the shot clock and people would say, well, why don't you slow them down? Well, a good team like this, you try to go slow down with you, they're going to press you and get the ball back either way. That's the pressure that you see coming through.
And we already saw a 10-second violation because of that.
Because of that.
Peyton Peterson makes the free throw. Aplington-Parkersburg singing Country Roads by John Denver, 7:25 to go in the second quarter. Interesting song choice. I like it, though. It's good tune. 21-7 the score. It's like we're playing football out here. I think Aplington-Parkersburg would love to play football.
Yeah, they would. Yeah. Although Dike-New Hartford,
they're also pretty good at football too. Is there anything that Dike-New Hartford has not been excelling at lately?
I don't know. They
got a good tennis team
overall. They may have. I don't know. Do they have tennis in 2A?
It's a good question. They might play with somebody else. Here's a kick out. The three-pointer buried by Ellery Knock. Welcome to the 1,000-point club, and then some for Knock. And quickly a throwaway going down the other end, trying to find Kennedy Lind. 24-7, and Aplington-Parkersburg wants to talk it over. Dike-New Hartford having their way through the first minute of the second quarter. We'll keep it here. Dar, you've seen a lot of games. You've been here at State. You've seen a lot of teams that are underdogs, teams that are favorites. It's tough to be in a huddle when you're down 17 this early in a game. What's going on in that huddle?
Well, you just tell them, keep making your passes, be sharp, be crisp, keep doing what we practice on, and you got to keep doing that, knowing that, you're going to find some openings here and there, but, there's no new magic bullet that you're going to come out and all of a sudden, take it to them. You just got to keep doing what you do and try not to turn it over. And, hope you get a few points here before the half and cut it down a little bit.
9 turnovers so far for Aplington-Parkersburg. We've played 9 minutes of the basketball so far. This is what Dike-New Hartford likes to do. As here's Knock out of the timeout. Fires it ahead. Landfair to the top. Bixby, she's already knocked down a 3. Jaden Peterson, cross court to Landfair in the corner. Little zone defense look. Landfair will fire it from the corner and bury it. We talked about it. She is not afraid to shoot it. A 30% three-point shooter, but averages, at least a 3 per game that they have played so far this season.
Yeah, she'll put it up.
Waller into the right corner is Williamson, and her pass nearly intercepted.
Bixby.
Ryard sticks with it, and there's going to be a kick ball just before the turnover, and it'll stay down here. That should reset the shot clock to 25, I believe.
Coach Dahl didn't like that. He thought they had the break going there, which they would have. You see the 3 here again.
And that was not your traditional catch and shoot as Bixby tips the inbounds pass. She's going to go all the way. Left-handed. Oh, went with the right hand on the left side of the hoop.
Yeah.
Fundamentals throw them out the window at State. 29-7, a 22-point lead already here for Dike-New Hartford. Here is Schultz. Schultz, short corner pass to Lynn. Can't get the roll. The rebound. Look at the physicality there by Knock. All 6'1" of her beautiful positioning. Oh. Peterson to Landfair. Underneath to Peterson again. Jaden Peterson straight up off the glass. Good touch over the taller defender. We talked about their length. She's the one player that's going to be shorter than some of the opponents she's going to have inside. Didn't matter there.
The nice post move, though. She's been watching Peyton with those post moves. And
she's probably had to go up against Peyton.
Yeah, probably a lot, yeah. And the others in practice, too,
Right, of course. Hey, and when you have to go against your, a sister that's 4 inches taller than you can get some stuff done as Bixby just fires a rainbow from the right wing. And Dike-New Hartford is putting their foot on the gas here in the first half.
Some of the best players, the ones that have fought their way, they're the younger fight against the older brother and sister.
You see the wrestling. That happens in wrestling all the time. And success breeds success. Is another steal and an immediate foul as Jaden Peterson gets the steal. And they're in double figures in turnovers with 5:06 to go just in the second quarter. Nothing really working out here for Aplington-Parkersburg, and they're already down by 27 with 5:06 to go here in the second. Coming out of the game here is Schultz. Back into the game is Eva Walker here for Aplington-Parkersburg. IMT insurance substitution. Knock into the front court, lobs it ahead to Bixby. Peterson, kick out, Landfair again.
Now that one rattled a little bit before it went down. It wasn't just right through the net.
Now that rim's have to make a living too, Dar. Here's Waller. On the near side, Ryard. On the far side. To the top. It's from Walker. Ryard. Loose ball picked up. Tough play and too strong. Out of bounds. They're going to give it to Dike-New Hartford. It's trees in there, literal trees.
But you know what? They're still attacking. You get inside there and you're looking up at nothing but hands and arms there. But they're still attacking. They're still coming at it. So,
Maddie Bushgold back in the game for Landfair, who's knocked down a couple of threes. Landfair, the only member of the starting lineup, doesn't average 10 points a game, averages 8 a game. This is the top-scoring team in Class 2A. They also have the best defense in 2A in points per game. Is this one a little bit short from Knock? Rebound is tipped by Jaden Peterson, and she'll track it down 30 feet from the hoop. Inside look, here's Peyton Peterson over the left shoulder, but just a little too left on the hook shot. Rebound pulled down by Closter. Oh, look at the hands from Knock. Not only is she tall, but getting the steal, picking the pocket. Halfway through the second, it's 37-7, all Dike-New Hartford.
And then you got this lead, so you just, you're more anxious to reach out there and take that swipe.
The three is too strong this time from Buskel. And the rebound pulled down by Alexia Oswegan. A good spin move by Waller. Leaves it for Walker. Oswegan and into the corner. It's Boozman. They have a whole new unit out there, do the Falcons. Just trying anything to see if something will stick.
They're trying to get ball movement, but Dike-New Hartford's right with them on that ball. There they send two.
There's another NBA three for Walker, but that one, again, too short. Still
shot clock running down.
5 on the shot clock. Wolf tries to kick it out. And little floater this time.
Oh.
Nicely done by Ellen Waller, this time going inside the arc. And that's the first shot made in a while for the Falcons, but a nice offensive possession as they try to get things going here and try to cinch up on what was a 30-point lead. Catch and shoot 3 from the corner, missed, but Peterson the rebound. Good block. They'll call it jump ball.
Yep.
That's some
and
good
that's
work.
Hartford possession.
They'll stay with the Wolverines. That's some good defense of Swagan, as here you see the Waller drive, a little off-balance floater for 2. The offense is going to have to come from somebody. As here's the little lob. Knock gets it, but she's fouled immediately as I think Waller tried to come and climb over her back to knock it away. For Waller, her first foul. That is the 6th team foul. So we'll be into the penalty and the 1-and-1s in the next foul called against Aplington-Parkersburg. Here's Knock, goes down low. Peterson double teamed, kicks it out to the other Peterson. Jaden over to Landfair, who's back in the game. Landfair dribbles it back to the top, goes to the high post and the free throw line. Jaden Peterson puts it on the deck, one dribble, little bunny, misses it. Rebound poked around, and there's Peyton Peterson doing what she does, and she draws the foul on the putback, and she'll go to the line for 2 more.
She's playing a little tap it around so she could get the ball back.
She knows she's got the length out there.
Yeah.
Nobody can... and she had the positioning, as you can see here. You're going to have to really box her out if you don't want her to get her hands on an offensive board. In and out on the free throw, though.
And when you look at them, it's like they say in soccer, keep your shape. They just keep the floor spread all the time on offense when they're out there so they can pass the ball around and find the open girl.
Second one is good from Peterson. 8 offensive rebounds. Only 8 defensive rebounds for Aplington-Parkersburg. It's 50-50 on offensive shots at the Dike-New Hartford end so far in the first half. Here's Waller. They'll come back down into the corner. Dangerous spot to have the ball here from Walker. Nearly lost it. Saved there by Closter. Waller. And here's Walker. All the way. Nice little move. Oh, just cannot get it to fall. And then a foul on the rebound. And Jaden Peterson will have a 1-and-1 on the other end with 2:12 to go here in the second. 38-9. Dike-New Hartford the lead. They'll bring in our IMT insurance substitution, Marin Bixby, back in. Knock will come out. Also for the Falcons, into the game, Ava Eddy. And also into the game is Kennedy Lind. Now, already 10 players have hit the floor for Aplington-Parkersburg in this first half as head coach. Brady Driscoll is just looking for some combination that can get some momentum as the first free throw is good here for Jaden Peterson. And if she makes the second, she will be subbed out. Miranda Tyler waiting to check in if there's a made free throw. And there it is. So Tyler comes in for the first time, replacing Jaden Peterson. Peterson's had quite the first half. 6 and 9. Make it 7 and 9. So knocking on a double-double in the first half. 2 minutes to go here, second quarter.
The thing is, a lot of these players that bring off the bench have had a lot of time because they get so far ahead in all their regular season games that they get a lot of bench play.
You can never have too much depth as Waller goes down, hard fall, no whistle. Inside, Waller then gets up, gets it right back, throws up a shot, misses it. Rebound is loose. Bixby tracks it down and will pass it off. And moving the other direction is Buskel. Tyler back to Buskel as they'll break the press here. Minute and a half or so left here in the first half. Dike-New Hartford up by 31. Landfair. Need some help. Timeout going to be called just before there would potentially be the 5-second call. 5-second rule still applies, even though there is a shot clock in high school basketball, and it's a 30-second timeout called by head coach Bruce Dahl. Bruce Dahl, 514 wins as he comes into the state tournament. That's pretty successful. Brady Driscoll just kind of getting his career started. 49-21 in his head coaching career over there for Aplington-Parkersburg. He's got quite the model franchise, if you will, the model program as to what his program he would love to see it become one day.
And that's something he's got to I'm sure they talk about that. Look at what they do. They're always in the right place. They're always looking to get that backside rebound. That's what we got to keep doing, and hopefully eventually they'll graduate some of these girls. No, but, you learn from these things. Sometimes there have been hard lessons. Against Dike-New Hartford, a lot of people learn some hard lessons at times.
1:20 to go here in the first half out of the timeout. Here is Knock. As another different zone defense kind of being shown with some pressure and trapping. Cross-court pass to Knock once again. She'll dribble it into the middle. Fade away at the horn of the shot clock is off the mark, and the rebound will go out of bounds, and it will go back to Aplington-Parkersburg. I just looked it up. I know they're close together. They play in the same conference. It's a 19-minute drive between these two high schools.
Yeah, not far.
They see each other an awful lot.
Yeah, I was back in my day, the old Big Marsh Conference, where it was Aplington, Hartford, and Parkersburg. They were all, and then they combined. But, yeah, it's really not that far away.
Going to be a foul on the entry pass. That's just the fourth foul on Dike-New Hartford as a team, so it's going to be a out-of-bounds play. They're going to get Knock for her first. So you missed it earlier. Knock joining the 1,000-point club with her first hoop early in the game. Ellen Waller. They'll rotate it all the way around. Oswegan, little righty hook shot. Nicely done by Oswegan for her first 2 points.
Found the hole in the defense, and that time just pushed it over the bucket.
Landfair left open, another three. This one no good. Bixby, the offensive rebound, goes up. Too strong. Rebound still loose. Tyler's got it. She'll put it up. Too strong off the glass, and the rebound cleared by Lind. Shot clock is off with 25 seconds left in the first half. Waller, ooh, nice crossover, but her pocket picked again, this time by Bixby. Bixby goes down the floor. Defender trips. It's going to be a foul on the pass, which means it's going to be a 1-and-1. I believe that was Eddie, who was trying to track her down, and just tripped over the feet as she was trying to get going the other way, which allowed Bixby to get all the way to the rim and draw the foul.
Yeah, and then Bixby was watching, and she crossed over and beat the defender, but Bixby came in the back door, poked that away.
She's got good hands for somebody 6'1".
Yeah.
And we see Knock do the same thing. So they are not afraid to kind of put their hands in the cookie jar a little bit and try to knock away some loose balls.
Well, it's that volleyball. You got to have that touch when you're setting and all that. So it translates, I guess. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it.
Front end of the 1-and-1 is good. It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
You want to talk about you see the great floater there by Oswegan. A team that's so good at volleyball, their hand-eye coordination certainly is top-notch. As the free throw is missed, Peterson gets the rebound, misses the putback, goes back up, gets the bucket and the foul. She'll go for an and one. And the double-double watch is on. We'll have to see where she's at now. She's in double figures in points, and she's got 8 rebounds now.
And what's she doing on free throws?
She's 3 for 6, so she's right about that 50% mark. Her only free throw this time is short, and the rebound, good box out by Lind. 6 seconds left. Aplington-Parkersburg fires it ahead, finds an open Ava Eddy at the rejection. Merciless by Marin Bixby on the other end. Coming like LeBron out of nowhere with the chase down.
And her teammates come over. Oh, there it is. She kind of blushes as they come over and say, hey. But she's quick on the floor out there, isn't she? Man.
She's like a spider. We got the steal. She got the block. She can get the rebounds. 2 seconds on the clock. This is tipped. Stolen initially, but out of bounds. It was Miranda Tyler getting her hand on the inbound. That makes it only 1 second, so it's going to be a catch-and-shoot situation for Aplington-Parkersburg if they can get the inbound. Tyler, a long, lanky defender in front. At the horn, just off the mark. They did get it off in time. That was Ryard, but no good. And Dike-New Hartford doing what they do, as Dar Danielson said they should do in our Kruger seed to the game, a 43-11 halftime lead. We'll come back. We'll break it down with the stats and also have a special interview for you coming up right after this. It is the Class 2A quarterfinals right here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
place for you.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm-strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on a successful year, and remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievement.
It's halftime here at Wells Fargo Arena, Class 2A quarterfinals. Number 1 seed Dike-New Hartford taking it to Aplington-Parkersburg, 43-11. Emery Songer, Dar Danielson. Dar, what do you make of the first half?
Well, if you look at it, I looked at those first games, and Aplington-Parkersburg was right with them early on. But here it's just like Dike-New Hartford has turned it up a notch. We're at the state tournament. They want to get the three-peat. They want to, so they just really come out on fire. Not that Aplington-Parkersburg is backed off. They're taking it to them,
right.
But, it's just it's so tough when you get against their press and then you get inside and trying to find an open space. We've seen when they've had a couple chances where they get open looks, they've hit them, but then there's other ones they rush. So, about what I expected, I guess.
Dike-New Hartford outscoring Aplington-Parkersburg 25-4 in that second quarter. Now, before we take our next break, we'd like to take a moment to once again thank our title sponsor, Iowa Farm Bureau, for their support of the state basketball tournament. Earlier this week, Aaron Kirtley of the IGHSAU had the opportunity to speak with Iowa Farm Bureau President Brent Johnson to learn more about Iowa Farm Bureau's support of the IGHSAU and student athletes across the state.
Thanks for joining us for the 2023 Girls State Basketball Tournament. I'm Aaron Kirtley with the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We hope you're enjoying all the competitive play that you're seeing here today. We're so thankful for those who support us and help us put on such great events, none of which are more important than our longtime partner, Iowa Farm Bureau, our proud title sponsor. Here with me today is Brent Johnson, President of the Iowa Farm Bureau. Thanks for joining us, Brent.
Thanks.
So we want to tell the viewers about the Iowa Farm Bureau and the support that you provide the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Why does the Iowa Farm Bureau invest in support in the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and all of our tournament games?
The Iowa Farm Bureau has been the title sponsor for the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union for 18 years. We're thrilled to once again be a part of the state girls basketball tournament. But to us, it's so much more than just a basketball tournament. The athletes competing here today are among the nation's best and brightest student athletes who have a great work ethic and understand what it means to work as a team. We share the same values. Through hard work, our farmers are among the nation's best, not only in corn, hog, egg, and ethanol production, but also lead the nation in conservation. That's a lot to celebrate. And our partnership with the Girls Union gives us the opportunity to honor both.
So your support for youth and education goes beyond the IGHSAU. What other support does Iowa Farm Bureau provide Iowa's youth?
Farm Bureau celebrates Iowa's youth in many different ways. Number one, Iowa Farm Bureau, we give our students across the state nearly $500,000 in scholarships every single year. And through our teacher supplement program, we've given teachers over $450,000 in supplies and money so that they can properly have their classrooms put together for their students. In conjunction with the Girls Union and the Boys Athletic Association, we're proud to sponsor the concussion insurance. There's only 7 states that even offer that. And for the 4th year running, we provide that for those student athletes at no cost to their families so that they continue to compete at a high level. And most recently, we're really excited to announce that we've given the FFA Foundation $1 million so that they can support their local chapters and ag education across this entire state so that they know what the future of agriculture means to everyday Iowans.
The student athletes participating this year are taking home some pretty neat souvenirs from this tournament. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. One of our favorite programs is actually the Signature Ball program. And it's a great opportunity that every student competing here today gets to have one of those signature balls so that they can have their teammates, their coaches, and mentors sign this ball so that they can carry this memory forward for them long into the future.
Well, thanks again to our proud title sponsor, Farm Bureau, and for Brent for being with us today.
Yep.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
When you choose Delta Dental of Iowa, you set a chain of good in motion. Because we invest in your community. So whether you get your plan at work or purchase it through us, you get more than great dental and vision insurance. You make a difference for others. Choose Delta Dental for your smile, for your health, and for your community.
All right, Frank, the store is yours. See you Monday.
What do you think he does in there? Think it's risky? I forgot my phone. And now you know what happens on Sundays.
Welcome back to halftime as Dike-New Hartford leads Aplington-Parkersburg 43-11. Fans' official state tournament merchandise is now available online, so time to get your smartphones out. Just scan the QR code on your screen or visit IGHSAU.org. You can browse and customize your merchandise to match your style right there. Beautiful looking QR code there. First half of basketball is complete. Emery Songer alongside Dar Danielson. This one, well, I don't want to say we expected this kind of score. Dike-New Hartford has absolutely earned it, but Dar...
Sometimes the numbers you say don't tell the whole story, but these do.
Sure.
AP, 11 points on 16.7% shooting, 13 turnovers. The rebounds, offensive rebounds, 13 for Dike-New Hartford, 14, 41% field goal percentage, 33 from 3, and 43 points. They beat them in every phase of the game here. Only 3 turnovers for Dike-New Hartford. So,
yeah,
it's just an excellent first half. And looking back, I said in the break, maybe that Bishop Garrigan loss, they were undefeated at that point. Maybe that just, popped them up, and they won easily through their regional tournament. And now here at state, they got it on, focus on getting to that title game again for the third year.
Yeah, they allowed 31, 28, and 28 points total in each of the 3 regional games to get here. As you mentioned, those turnovers, 13-3 in turnovers. Aplington-Parkersburg turned it over 13 times, 25 points off the turnovers for Dike-New Hartford, which obviously would be already doubling up AP. But as we talked about before, these two teams know each other well. They have seen each other now 3 times this season. They exist in the exact same conference, and Aplington-Parkersburg knew what they were going to be up against, and Dike-New Hartford is a team that is the dynasty in Class 2A right now, and the players that they have at their disposal is certainly lending to that. We'll break down some more stats and let you know what's going on as we prepare for the second half. Right now, though, 43-11. Dike-New Hartford over Aplington-Parkersburg. We'll be back with the start of the second half right after this on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
you.
Living your best life means something different to everyone, especially when it comes to healthcare. That's why Mercy One offers compassionate, personalized care. We are here for you with one team of experts providing access to the primary care and highly rated specialty care you need, easily and conveniently. So go ahead, live your best life. We're with you every step of the way. Mercy One, your best life, our one purpose.
Get set for the second half of basketball, being thoroughly entertained by the Aplington-Parkersburg drum line,
including the Falcon mascot who's pounding the drums, man.
The Falcon's rocking the quints, the tenor drums, and just killing it. Who knew you could do that with wings? Anywho.
I wonder how he feels, though, about that Jethro's chicken wing contest. That might make him a little uncomfortable.
He's like, I eat chickens, too. I'm a falcon.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
I'm a bird of prey.
That's right. I like chicken wings.
Sign me up for that. After the Parkersburg will start us off here in the third quarter, down 43-11. Running clock when the game gets above 35 points is a little mid-range jump shot off the mark by Kendall Ryard, and Dike-New Hartford will bring it back up.
Coach Driscoll for Aplington-Parkersburg said, hey, we got a half left at state tournament. Let's go out there and see what we can do, you know?
We're going to see if we can't get some positive momentum, and I know that they're going to try to keep that clock from getting into that running clock situation or cut it down to 25 if we get past 35. That's the only way that the running clock will then flip off. As this pass is deflected, Peterson outside, Landfair, she will go around the horn, get cut off. It's good defense by Addison Williamson. Back out to the top, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Peterson fouled on a jump shot. Well, they played great defense for 33 seconds of the 35, but unfortunately it's going to send Jaden Peterson to the line. By the way, double-double watch. She's got 7 points, 9 rebounds so far, and she's 3 of 4 at the free throw line so far. And there's the jinx.
There you go.
Yeah, well, why do you say anything at all? It's just going to go the other way. Jaden Peterson is a junior, 13 points, 9 rebounds a game. She makes the second, likely to get a double-double here. Peyton Peterson averages a double-double at 16 and 10. She sits at 11 and 9 through one half of play. As here's the drive, little bunny shot by Ryard, comes up short again. She's trying to be the initiator here. She has 13 points a game score for Aplington-Parkersburg this season, as Knock lost it off of her foot for a moment, but recovered by the Wolverines and Landfair. Here's Knock again at the top, over to Peterson. Down to Knock. Nice little dream shake, but blocked.
Kennedy Lynn, now she's not played a bad game in there, you know, I mean, but she's going up against 3 people equal her size, and that's the problem.
It's 1-on-3 when it comes to 6-footers, and Lind is the only player that tries to match length as after the miss. The other way, body hits the deck, but Peyton Peterson gets the shot to fall, and that makes it 46-11, and the running clock should be now in effect, which means out of bounds and substitutions. There will not be a stoppage. They will stop it for timeouts and free throws as Waller draws iron on a 28-foot three-point attempt. Rebound pulled out of there by Dike-New Hartford. Here's Peterson. Her little bunny is short. The other Peterson gets it. She misses. Rebound still loose. Who's going to get it? And it'll be a held ball.
Dike-New Hartford.
It'll stay down here. That clock will continue to roll.
Parkersburg, where you're thinking, well, maybe Dike will just be a little set back because they got the big lead and we can start to get a run to start the second half, but no, it didn't happen.
Here's the catch. Up and good for Knock, who, if you missed earlier in the game, scored her 1,000th career point on her first bucket of the game. All of the student section at the Dike-New Hartford side of the floor all had 1,000 signs, which is, you know, kind of a dead giveaway as to what happened. But night she's always going to remember. 48-11, kick out. Waller tries a three. This one off the back of the rim. This rebound loose, and I think it'll stay down here, and it will. Well, what do you say if you're Coach Brady Driscoll? Young guy. He's got a team that has a few seniors on it, but still generally a young program. You're playing against a team you know you've had trouble with this year, and you're down big at the half. What do you say during the second half?
Well, you know, they had the disappointment last year where they got beat in the regional final, but they came and kept back at it. And, you know, he's going to say, look, this team has won 2 straight. They're trying to get a third.
Yeah.
It's no shame as long as you keep coming out and playing and working hard They may beat us, but as long as we keep coming out and taking it to them, that's all you ask for.
Now the foul there on Quidlin Schultz after the missed shot underneath. This is going to be tipped out of bounds, and it'll stay down here. This half will fly by with that running clock being in effect, and we'll see how long Dike-New Hartford wants to keep the top unit out here and see how fresh they want to keep him for a couple of days from now when they'll play in the semifinals. As Bixby's shot in and out. Another offensive rebound, this time by Peterson. She has it stripped, but Peyton Peterson's there. She grabs it. She puts it back up and good. Here's Schultz. Kick out. Catch and shoot. Williamson a three. Around and out. And they just cannot get one of those threes to fall.
And that was one of the first times they beat him down the floor and got an open look.
Here's Landfair. Finds the cutting Peterson. A lot of contact, no foul called. Landfair the rebound, goes back down low. Kick out, knock. Back to the top. Bixby another three. This one short. And the rebound gathered in and taken by Williamson. Well, they're still battling. A lot of physicality both ends of the floor as that pass just intercepted by Knox. She'll fire it ahead to Landfair. She'll settle it down. Her layup is too strong. She'll get her own rebound, though. Put it back up. Again, short. Rebound, Knock. Her shot won't go. Rebound, Landfair one more time, and she is fouled. I have a theory, Darb. You were here yesterday. This hoop to our left, those shots that kind of go around the rim never go in. They never go in.
Do they on this side?
I've seen them roll around and go in on the right. I don't know if there's just a minuscule difference in maybe the angle of the rim, but I have not seen one of those shots that have gone around the outside of the rim
I'm sure
actually stay in there.
I'm sure they measure that when they set it all up because the Wells Fargo crew.
No. Dora, I'm sticking with my conspiracy theory. There's something going on with that rim.
All right.
Landfair makes the first.
I'll review the videotape later.
All right. You let me know what you find.
Yeah.
I know you're an investigator extraordinaire.
Yeah.
Landfair makes them both. It is 52-11. IMT insurance substitutions are going to probably see plenty of those as a steal taken away here by Buskell. Landfair will settle it for Knock. Knock to Landfair. Landfair's had a nice game. Sitting on 8 points. She's made a couple of threes. She'll go into the corner here to Jaden Peterson. She'll go up, double clutch, and they'll give her a foul call. You're not going to stop these girls from attacking the rim despite the score.
They're just going to keep coming at you in waves on the rebound, too.
On the season, they are number one in offense at 67 points a game. They are number one on defense at 29 points per game, as the first free throw is nothing but net. Aplington-Parkersburg averages 55 points scored per game, and they generally allow only 40 points a game. And that includes the 2 games that they've played against Dike-New Hartford where they have scored a lot of points. This is a good team on offense and defense, and it just goes to show how strong this Dike-New Hartford team is.
They've yet to score here in the third.
And the free throws are both good. It's 54-11. And Bixby tips this out of bounds. Yeah, the intensity has not let up for the Wolverines at all. As Waller is going to hop over the scorer's table over here. Oh, some radio equipment nearly bit the dust there.
And a computer.
You and me, as broadcasters, we see that like, oh no, don't do that. Reach and foul going to be called here on Bixby.
Yeah, we don't want to have to explain that to Peter, what happened with the...
Just don't do that on our table.
We'll blame it on Devin, the director. Well, Devin should have caught that.
Come on, Devin. Get the basketball forward. Gee whiz. After the foul, here's Emma Wolf. Ryard, a kick out. Williamson, a pump fake. It's actually my mistake, a Swagan. She's going to be fouled as she goes in, and she'll shoot 2. 2:01 to go here in the third, 54-11, Dike-New Hartford. Clock does stop for the free throws. On the season, Oswegan, 55.5% free throw shooter. The junior will have 2 at the line. Makes the first.
And that's her first points of the third quarter.
Aplington-Parkersburg has not made a basket since 50 seconds left to go in the second. First free throw good. We have Landfair back in along with Miranda Tyler. So they're sticking with the rotation here is Dike-New Hartford with that IMT insurance substitution. By the way, learn how you can be worry-free with IMT. Go to IMTINS.com. Peyton Peterson will bring it up after the 2 free throws were made by Oswegan. The interior pass, here's Peterson, and she's fouled. Foul's going to be called on Bella Boozman. Actually, it looks like Wolf is going to get called for the foul.
15 foul.
First on Wolf. Peyton Peterson, short on the free throw. Peyton Peterson, by the way, sitting at 15 and 14 if you're counting at home. 15 rebounds, 15 points, 14 rebounds. Jaden Peterson, by the way, 10 points and 11 rebounds. So the two Petersons have indeed gotten their double-doubles as both free throws missed here by Peterson. If there's one hole in the game for Dike-New Hartford, it is that team free throw shooting. But the question is, can anybody keep it close enough to where that'll matter? Looking for their third straight Class 2A state titles. There's a nice give and go. Great cut and a lay-in by Eva Walker.
That's the best offensive set they've run all game here.
And their first field goal in nearly 7 minutes of action.
Yeah.
Landfair running the point a little bit here. Passes it over to Buskel. Here's Bixby. 3 bench players out there for the first time for the Wolverines. Check that, 2 bench players, my mistake. Peterson lobs it up, but her lob pass actually hit the rim.
I would say, it almost went in. She was lobbing it over, but it hit that and almost went in for the 2.
We're going to get some new players in here. Jaden Peterson checks back in, as well as...
You see that backdoor cut there by AP.
Knock back in as well. So, yeah, that was an excellent give and go and a great finish there by Walker. Walker just a freshman for Aplington-Parkersburg, getting plenty of minutes here for a good basketball team. Is catch and shoot splash 03 by Marin Bixby, and she has knocked him down. She is their top 3-point shooter by percentage with some prolificness, and she is not shy to let it rip. 20 seconds left in the quarter, 57-15. Here's Walker. Her pass. They'll work it into the corner. Wolf. High post. Closter. Outside. Back to Closter. Kick out. 3-pointer on the way. Oswegan. Oswegan hitting the 3. That'll end it in the third. 57-18, but some positive signs for Aplington-Parkersburg and memories being made with some made field goals there toward the end. But we will take a break, head to the fourth. Dike-New Hartford on their way to the semifinals in Class 2A when we return here on the Girls Union Network powered by Mid-American Energy.
Across Iowa, you don't have to look far to find a bank that's got your back. From just around the corner to the next town over, hundreds of neighborhood banks are going the distance to ensure your future looks brighter than ever. By providing jobs, supporting local businesses, strengthening communities, and helping your dreams become reality. Here, the life you build is backed by Iowa banks. See how banks are making a difference near you at iowabankers.com.
Welcome back here to Wells Fargo Arena. I'd like to remind you the Iowa Bankers Association is a proud sponsor of the Parade of Champions and the Iowa Student Achievement Award. Iowa Bankers Association, another fantastic partner with the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the Girls State Basketball Tournament. Well, fourth quarter, Emery Songer, Dar Danielson with you. Top seed Dike-New Hartford 57, Aplington-Parkersburg 18.
Yeah, that music was apropos, running on, running wild. That's what Dike-New Hartford's been doing all day here.
There's a three-pointer by Quinlan Schultz. Getting a little bit of offense here. They would have to trim it to a 25 or under 25 if the clock is going to stop from the running clock that it's at right now. As a good interior pass, Jaden Peterson a little bit short on the double clutch. There's Peyton, rejected by Lind. The save is loose. It's kept down here with the Wolverines. Knock, Bixby, Peterson, touch pass to the other Peterson, rejected by Lind, but she's called for the foul. Well, she is throwing a block party down here.
Yeah, she thought She got it clean, but
that's a great little touch pass by Peyton Peterson.
It was
too.
just, yeah, boom, right over.
They've done that a time or two together, too.
Yeah, this team, they know where everybody's at on the floor, where to go with it.
Jaden Peterson makes the first free throws. 11 and 11 for her now. Make it 12 and 11. Aplington-Parkersburg has seen Dike-New Hartford twice a year for a long, long time in the North Iowa Cedar League Central Division. Is Lind. Good positioning, but has her shot, I think, affected. And then a foul's going to be called on Knock, trying to give Lind back a little bit what she gave him on the other end with her blocking.
Took it at him, and she is not giving up inside, as we said. Just 1-on-3 when it comes to the six-footers.
That's tough for anybody at this level to match up with, to have that much depth at the forward position, 6 feet and taller. As the IMT insurance substitution, Peyton Peterson has a seat, Miranda Tyler back in. They have kept with the 7 players in their rotation throughout, have Dike-New Hartford to this point despite the large lead, as Lynn's second free throw is short. It'll go to Dike-New Hartford. But still making it to state. Aplington-Parkersburg was ranked 15th at the end of the season.
Yeah.
So to pull.
Well, yeah, when these seniors and they get together, they're going to talk about how they made it to state. They probably won't talk much about
this game.
Dike-New Hartford and how it was the 3rd time they got beat by them. But they're going to talk about getting the team back to state and maybe starting a new tradition here.
This one's stolen away after the long rebound by Quinlan Schultz. She'll fire it ahead. Ellen Waller. Back to Schultz. Waller. I want to see Waller knock down one of these NBA threes. She's tried a few of them in the game. As here's a catch-and-shoot three. Splashola again from Ryard. They're starting to knock him down a little bit here.
Find a range, yeah. I think, not to take anything away, but Dike-New Hartford defense has sagged a little more here.
Jump ball is going to keep it down here with the Wolverines, much to the chagrin of Aplington-Parkersburg.
That arrow seems like it's been in their favor every time, hasn't it, on the held ball, but...
Well, at the end of the quarter,
they did.
Aplington-Parkersburg gets the ball.
Yep.
Landfair, Bixby to the free throw line. Peterson to Tyler. Tyler blocked by Lind. Made it look easy. I don't even think she left her feet on that one. Here's Waller. Waller, and has her pass deflected, but she'll recover.
Yeah, she's one senior they're going to miss. Kennedy Lind in there with that size.
Waller to the top.
Waller,
Ryder.
Another one, yeah.
Here's Williamson. She'll hit a three. Addison Williamson, another one of the seniors. Waller, Williamson, and Lind. Those are the 3 seniors for Aplington-Parkersburg. They're making a name for themselves, but the answer by Landfair, her 3rd triple of the game.
Calm, cool, and collected as the defender rushed at her and just fires it through.
I mean, if you have Camille Landfair going for 10-plus and knocking down a few threes, this team, I think, is impossible to beat. You already have so many other players you have to watch offensively. As here's a little, that's a tough little fader from Ryard. She made that look easy.
And now they're saying, man, those little ones that rolled out are, maybe this is the rim down here. I'm telling, maybe you're right.
Check it out.
You're
Get
starting to get me to come around there, buddy.
Here's Landfair again. This one is missed. Ryard gets the rebound. Might be even just like like a piece of dust in there that's just knocking those, like batting those balls out from down there. 62-30. We'll get a substitution after the turnover as the ball's loose out of bounds. Lind will take a seat, as will Ryard. Back into the game, Closter and Wolf. Also into the game for the first time for Dike-New Hartford is Macy Graves, a sophomore. There she is. Coming out is Jaden Peterson. So this is the first time we're actually seeing Dike-New Hartford kind of deviate from their rotation. Graves gets it to Bixby. Landfair. Halfway through this 4th quarter, Dike-New Hartford still leads by 32. Here's Bixby. Looking inside. Good catch by Tyler. Nice entry pass by Buskel to set her up.
Yeah, and she had great positioning there. So all she had to do was square it to the glass. But
Ellen Waller over to the left side. Over to the right side now with Williamson. Williamson wants to drive, double team, tough shot. That's not going to make it. Might have been affected by Tyler. And The rebound to Bixby. Going to be a timeout just for the substitution. They're not going to. Just going to ask the officiating crew is just going to ask if the two teams want any further substitutions. This will count as a timeout against Dike-New Hartford, but they're not actually going to take the timeout. They just want to get some fresh bodies in there.
Shelby Ort, one of them in for Dike-New Hartford, and let's see who else came in.
Izzy Norton. Get a chance to get him onto the floor and play in a state tournament game as there's Waller getting the steal. Waller going to go all the way, lays it in. Ellen Waller. She had a tough night offensively, just her second basket, but she has been an important figure for this team, leading scorer at 15 points a game this year for Aplington-Parkersburg.
Yeah, her, Williamson and Lynn, they're going to say, hey, we're the ones that got us back to state and got the tradition going again. And they handed off to some talented underclassmen to keep it going.
Yeah, they definitely have some players to watch moving forward, and they go deep. We've seen 10 different players play throughout this game here, making 11 now and counting for Aplington-Parkersburg, and a young head coach in Brady Driscoll, who's you figure just going to continue to get better as he grows with this program. The ball goes out of bounds. More substitutions brought to you by IMT Insurance here. Dike-New Hartford with the basketball. Izzy Norton will walk it up. Over to the right side. This is Maddie Buskel. Goes inside. Tyler. She's going to be fouled. They're going to get Oswegan for the harm. Oswegan's going to be one of those leaders next year. She's coming off the bench right now, but you figure she's going to slide into that starting lineup. We've seen some of her offensive skills. And she stands 5'9", so she's not the tallest player, but a good wing that can shoot the basketball.
Miranda Tyler might, too. You got a couple seniors, Knock and Lanfair, graduating for Dike-New Hartford.
But then the Petersons and Bixby come back. And
yeah,
then,
they come back. But
and then Tyler could just go straight to the front court,
yeah.
right?
So you just fill in those front court, yeah.
You know, you lose 6'1" Knock, and now you bring in a player that's just a little bit smaller but has all of the touch around the rim that Knock has.
All the moves, post up, 5'9".
She makes free throws, 66-32. Outside, catch and shoot three, Oswegan a little short. A rebound, Graves battling inside. Eventually Tyler will come out of there with it. A good box out and clearance. Lob it ahead in traffic. This is going to take a weird hop and go out of bounds, and they're going to say it's going to go to the Falcons. More substitutions coming in here. Colby Wagnis coming in. It's going to be a full group substitution. Ava Eddy, Megan Bruns.
Kinsey Mulwinkle in, too, for AP.
And this will be the end. Is also into the game is Adria Niemeyer. So that probably is it for the three seniors, Ellen Waller, Addison Williamson, and Kennedy Lind. Great career, great season, obviously, pulling the upsets to work their way back to state. 15th ranked, but made it to the 8th spot here in the state girls basketball tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
End up 20-5 on the season. Not a bad way to end out your senior career.
A little stingy that 3 of the 5 losses came to the same program, but you know that you're right there with everyone else.
Yeah, because chances are they could be, they're going for number 3.
Yeah, and you're seeing some of the future of the Falcon program is a lot of freshmen out there for now. Is we're going to get some more group substitutions here brought to you by IMT Insurance.
We got Kennedy Schleiman, Indy Grassley.
Macy Maracek also into the game.
Shout out to Senator Grassley. That's his granddaughter if he's watching.
Well, Senator, it's been an honor to bring you some basketball. Out at the top, here is Sylvie Fuller. Go back to Seelman, and she's going to have it knocked away. Good defense here by Bruns. And a little pump fake, and got the roll. I'm telling you, Darf, that was on that other hoop. That's not going in.
I don't know. I'm starting to lean that way now after seeing all the bouncers go in here.
There's my conspiracy theory of the state tournament there is 13 seconds left. Shot clock is off. Wolverines interior pass. Shot up and good. Getting on the score sheet is Mariah Ash. And that should do it, 68-34. And they will not get a shot off. That will be the end. Dike-New Hartford doubles up their rival Aplington-Parkersburg in the Class 2A quarterfinal, and they'll move on and take on the winner of our next game here, which will be between the 4-seed Sibley-O'Shadon, which is a very good team, quality team, very tough schedule this year, and they take on a team that you can never count out, That is
Regina, yeah.
Iowa City Regina.
They're always in it, yeah.
So those are the two teams that will play next. Dike-New Hartford will play the winner of this one. As the teams shake hands, let's go ahead and head on down to our public address announcer for the presentation of our trophies and the bracket as Dike-New Hartford will punch their ticket ahead to the semifinal round.
Fans, please direct your attention to the court for the awards presentation. In addition to receiving medallions, each participating player will receive a commemorative basketball provided by the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards from the IGHSAU is Gary Ross, and from the board, Travis Fleshner. Congratulations to head coach Brady Driscoll and the Falcons from Aplington-Parkersburg on an outstanding basketball season. And now, Camille Landfair will advance her team to the next round on the official bracket at center court. Dike-New Hartford fans, your team advances to the semifinals and will play the winner of Sibley Ocheyedan and Regina Catholic on Friday, March 3rd at 10 a.m. Fans, on behalf of the Iowa Girls High School.
All right, so the final score, Dike-New Hartford 68, Aplington-Parkersburg 34. I did want to make a correction. The 34 we saw out there, we have on our list, that is a different player. We had Megan Bruns, but it was Colby Wogness who was out there, so we want to make sure that we had that correct. So Colby and Colby's family, want to make sure that we get your shout out while you're out there. Not an ultra surprising result here at Dar-Danielson, but what really stood out?
But Aplington-Parkersburg, they're taking the picture. They got down here. They were didn't make it last year. Yeah. And you know, they got back here. These seniors can have that to talk about, and then the underclassmen can say, hey, we got to, move it forward. Of course, you got 3 juniors coming back from Dike-New Hartford no matter what happens, for the rest of the tournament. So, but, you don't get better by playing teams that aren't better than you. You get better by coming out. And I didn't see him quit at all here in this ball game here.
Iron sharpens iron, and they'll see him twice in the regular season next year, too, in that North Iowa Cedar League Central Division. Dike-New Hartford, again, advances, and they're going to be a tough out. Obviously, number 1 team in the state at 24-1 now. They'll play either Sibley Ocheyedan or Regina Catholic. Those 2 teams will play here in our nightcap at Wells Fargo Arena coming up on this floor. Dar, as always, a pleasure, my man.
You too.
We are going to, of course, continue our coverage, so be sure to stay locked in right here with us. But that'll do it for us. On behalf of Dar-Danielson, our producer, Devin Taylor, everybody here in Des Moines, my name is Emery Songer, and we thank you for watching our live coverage of the 2023 Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.